The people, one of the interesting things is the people who are discovering and changing the world and have changed the world are all exercisers. I mean,
Hmm.
it's not like they absolutely write about it, but they do. When they do talk about their lives, you will find that they wake up and go biking or go swimming or
Hmm.
go running, um, to to make their day better. And then
I've
they
heard. Sorry, you go.
no, go ahead.
I've heard Bill Gates is crazy at tennis. Oh yeah, I remember you. You also played tennis, right?
Yes,
I read off your
yes,
website. Yeah.
yes. I played tennis until then I switched to squash in medical school and
Hmm.
thereafter because it was a much shorter time course than playing tennis.
I feel like squash is pretty big at the university. Like I see a lot of squash courts, way more than like outside of universities.
Yes, yes. And that's because they're shorter time and it is really hugely
Mm.
45 minutes of high aerobic exercise, because you're moving all the time.
I also want to talk a bit about your other book, Go Wild. I think you talked about it. We touched upon it a little bit already. Our bodies were adapted for a hunter gatherer lifestyle, and in the modern world, that's just not how we live anymore. So, do you think you could tell our audience a little bit more about your book, what you talk about in that book, especially the issues that you present?
Yeah, no, it's basically a way to look at wellness through the eyes of evolution.
Hmm.
Why we were so much better if we follow the dictates of wellness, if we exercise, if we sleep correctly, if we eat the right kind of diet, if we are connected to others in a meaningful way, and if we are constantly learning, constantly growing, constantly being involved with a passion. Those are the real dictates, as well as being in nature. The biophilia need. We have these needs to be moving and to be eating right and to be sleeping enough and especially to be connected to others. Such a huge benefit we get. And Go Wild sort of lists all these and looks at them from an evolutionary and biologic perspective.
It's also picked up steam online in the past few years. I'm not sure exactly how much of it is inspired by your work, but a fair amount of it probably is. There have been a lot of like gurus online telling younger audiences to go outside more, hike more, form a social circle. You know,
Well, that's great, and I do I would hope that is obviously it's having some kind of impact, but
yeah.
in our world today, we're in serious trouble. We have to really
Yeah.
change things.